Hello, I am Charles and this is my daughter Aria.
Hi.
And what are we doing today, Aria?
Baking a cake.
That's right. This is just going to be a quick how-to bake a cake and hopefully we can help you in your cake baking endeavours. Should we show them what we need to bake a cake? Half a cup of cocoa powder, 2.5 cups of self-raising flour. In the front we have 2 teaspoons of vanilla, a tablespoon of malt vinegar, 1.5 cups of sugar, and Aria, what do we have on your side?
2 eggs, butter,
It's half a cup of butter,
half cup of milk,
1 cup of milk,
and warm water.
that's right, 1 cup of warm water. We've got canola oil spray to help our cake not stick to our 20 centimetre cake tin. And how many bowls do we have?
2.
We've got 2 large bowls, one bigger than the other, a fork and a mixing spoon. You ready to get started, Aria?
Yeah.
First up is the dry ingredients, isn't it, Aria? Do you want to start popping the flour in? There we go, in the bowl. We've already pre-measured everything to make our life easier for the video. But yeah, that's just 2.5 cups of flour. Now the sugar. Do you remember how many cups of sugar it was? 1.5 cups of sugar. And then half a cup of sieved cocoa powder. Now we just get to mix that together. Do you want to take care of that, Aria?
Yeah.
She's a bit more messy than I am. But she gets the job done. You are a messy cook. Alright, I better take over before we lose half the cake to the bench. There's nothing more fun than making a mess while baking. Especially if you're not the one who has to clean up. Should we get your brother to clean up?
Yeah. And you got to make sure no white is there.
Yes, good point, Aria. You want to make sure it's a nice light brown colour. Get rid of all the flour clumps. It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that's done, we can put it aside. And we can reset our bench for the wet ingredients. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're here with our wet ingredients. First up, we have our warm water. And something I forgot to mention in the intro section was 1.5 teaspoons of, do you remember what it's called?
Baking soda.
Good girl. And that goes in the warm water. It will fizz a little, and we just want to mix that in before we put anything else.
Until it looks like a bit is white.
And that's 1 cup of milk.
And
First we do the vinegar.
Oh.
Can you remember which one the vinegar is? They both look the same, the vanilla and the vinegar.
Yeah.
Yep, that's vinegar. Dip the vinegar in. And then I like to add a little bit of vanilla. And next we've got eggs. I'm going to slide those eggs in while you're stirring. And you want to break those eggs up. You don't want a whole baked egg inside your cake, so you need to mix those in nicely. Yep, you're trying to pop it.
I normally just pick up the eggs so they will pop.
That's exactly what I do. Good work, Aria. And once you pop them, you can kind of go a little whisk with the fork.
Yeah. And make sure that tip everywhere.
And last but not least, the butter.
Butter.
It's everything for the wet ingredients. The butter will always sit on top, no matter how hard you mix, it will always try and find its way to the top. But before it solidifies, you want to get it into the dry ingredients because it will cool down pretty quick. Now all we need to do is add the wet to the dry. You do that, Aria. Now we just mix gently. You don't want to overbeat this cake recipe. You just want to stir it slowly to combine the wet and the dry.
And you want to make sure none of the dry is there.
You don't want clumps. Nope, exactly.
And when you're putting the cake in the oven, you have to have a parent with you.
Good advice, Aria. Aria, this is looking pretty good, isn't it? So we've got a nice silky smooth cake batter.
And isn't too wet with it?
Nope, I think it's actually pretty good. This is a reasonably thick cake batter because it's quite a sturdy cake. Moist but sturdy, so you're able to decorate it with ease. It doesn't break apart like some other cake recipes. Need to prepare our tin now by spraying Good job, let me take over. Just a light spray around. You want to make sure you get the corners and the edges because that's where it sticks. So it's a little messy. I sometimes like to take that outside so I don't get grease all over my bench or the kitchen. But we can't do that here on camera, so I'll have to clean up afterwards. You ready to pour in? There you go, pour it in. Now if you don't have a 20 centimeter, which is about 8 inches for those Americans out there, this will do 2 smaller tins. This is also quite a deep cake pan we have. It's 7 centimeters deep, which is like 3 inches or something. Look, we're making a giant mess, Aria.
Yeah.
Can't have fun unless you're making a little bit of mess. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all ready to go into the oven. Thank you for watching. That is our cake baking tip video. The cake's cooking in the oven, and the important things to remember is it bakes at 180 degrees Celsius for about 50 minutes to an hour. Just keep an eye on it. The trick to tell when it's ready is don't do it too early because it will ruin the cake. Press lightly on the top, and if it's springy, then it's definitely ready.
Yeah.
And the other trick that you get with experience is that you can actually smell when the cake's ready, can't you?
Yeah. Like one night when they was baking something, I smelled it and I told him.
That's right. So she's learned that from me, is that you can. It starts to get more. The chocolatey cake smell fills the kitchen, and you can kind of notice if you're paying attention. But that's a trick for experts. So don't rely on your nose at first time. But that wraps it up. Aria, do you got anything you want to say? You want to say goodbye to everybody?
Bye.
And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you hopefully in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye.
I need a good slap. What? Oh, it's not very bad.